Yo guys, what's up? Welcome along to the live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel, and tonight we are currently down on the ground in Alicante, back in the Airbus A320 by fly-by-wire. After a couple of streams of flying the CRJ, it was about time we went back to do or fly a plane that I know what I'm doing with, instead of mucking around in that. But we will have another fly out in the CRJ a bit later on in the week, but I fancy just a little bit of chill out. A bit of airbussing from Alicante, and we're going to go up to Bordeaux, somewhere we've not flown into on the channel so far. I do have some nice scenery down in Bordeaux, or up in Bordeaux, should we say, from ORBX and VFR France. So it should be quite a nice approach. This is not live time; it is live weather. Otherwise, it would just be dark and gloomy on the way up. Hopefully we should get a sunset arrival when we get in there, because it's roughly what time we have. If we jump in the flight deck, what time have I got it set to? I've forgotten now. Let's go and start some bits and bobs up anyway, and have a look at what the crack is. Let's get battery 1, battery 2, external power, click clack clunk, APU. The APU bleed can come on. We'll arm the emergency lights, crew supply, ground control come on as well. And we'll align the IRSs quickly when we do that. I'll pop you in the full screen because there's no point being on that other page where you can't see what's going on. Anyway, IRSs aligned. We'll quickly do an APU fire test. May as well. While we're up here, we'll do an engine 1 fire test. And an engine 2 fire test as well. There we are, that all seems tickety-boo. We can put the no smoke sign on. Right there, nav logo light can come on as well. There we go. Yeah, everything seems to have come to life. What time we got it in the sim? 4:30 in the afternoon. There's someone, I think. That's someone just taken off. Whoosh, in a hawk. Awesome stuff. Right, I'll quickly grab the volume mixer a sec. And whack it over there. There's the sim volume a little bit louder. Right, let's go and brighten up a few of these screens, and we'll get ourselves cracking. This is a bit more familiar than the CRJ, where we've got to do everything for ourselves. No auto throttle, anything like that in the CRJ. But tonight should be just a nice little chilled out, laid back stream. Flight time's about 1 hour and 15 minutes up to Bordeaux. Across the Pyrenees, we'll head up towards Madrid, and then up on the western coast of France, which I'll show you the route in a minute or two. So there's the fly pad. Let's go and grab the flight plan. That is weather, nice down in Alicante, 13 degrees, light winds from the north, 3 knots. Cav OK, QNH 1026, and Bordeaux 11 degrees, even higher pressure up there, 1030. Winds are calm, 270 at 5 knots as well. So it should be a nice arrival in. Here is the flight plan then. Let's have a look. What are we doing? Average wind is +2, so there's not much wind in the cruise. Cruising level 380 on the way up, and yeah, flight time 1 hour 15 minutes. Our alternate is going to be Bravo India Oscar. I've got no idea where that is. But our block fuel we need is 6.9 tons. So let's go with we'll put kind of 7.5 in. That should do. Oh, holy moly! Put 7.5 in. That should sort that out. And we can now we've done that. Let's go and get the seatbelt signs. Well, they're already on, and we can go and get some passengers and see who are coming up to France with us tonight. Let's have a look in here then. At to AOC, and we'll do the init press. And we can, I think, let's actually do the passengers. Here they come. So there we are. Oh, what am I doing with the mouse? There we are. Departure now, Alicante. We're Vueling 2125 up to Bordeaux from Alicante. 1 hour 15 minutes estimate time en route. We'll go back. We'll get some payload on. Here come the passengers. 158 heading up to France. And we've got a zero fuel weight, 58.9 tons, and a payload of 16.4. Cool. So let's go and get the init request. Zoom, in it comes. There we are. The alternate is Bilbao. BIO, I didn't know, but LEBB is definitely Bilbao, just on the northern coast of Spain. Makes sense. Cost index 37. We said we're cruising at flight level 380, not 24. Change that. And we can go and do a bit of the old init B page. So 7.5 tons of fuel. Nice motion lotion Jet A1. And go in there, and we'll do the zero fuel weight. Good, right, let's see, what was the alternate fuel going to be? 1.5 tons. So let's go and bang that in. And we said the average wind was going to be +2. That gives us a tailwind of 2 knots on average in the cruise. Excellent. So, flight plan wise, routing wise, let's grab the chart to be easier to see what is going on. If we get it over here. So here we are. We're going to start off in, like I said, in Alicante. There we are. And the first part of the flight takes us south towards the Alicante VOR. There's no departure out tonight. Direct to Alicante. We'll make that right-hand turn. Tracking northwest up towards Albacete, Cuenca, and then towards northwest of Madrid. And we head north. Up towards northern bit of Spain, San Sebastian. There's Bilbao. That's our alternative if we need to, or alternate even, if we need to divert. Across the Pyrenees, very much on the coast of France, up towards Bordeaux. We'll come in, and we're making the left-hand turn into runway 29 for the ILS. So, and this is the arrival we're doing. It's the Vavix to Dirac, and then up and in we go. Cool, so let's go and get that sorted out in the McDo. So Alicante, departing off runway 28. We're not doing a departure as our flight plan, we're going to go direct to that VOR. Let's clear out that discontinuity already. So LEAL, 1624. That looks, we're going to go direct here and then up. That way we'll figure that out when we get up. Bordeaux at the moment, going in runway 29 for the ILS, and it's the Vavix. Vavix, what is it going to be? What was the arrival? 9 Lima, that's the one we want. Via Dirac. And in that goes. Yo, Cyber 60 FPS, how's it going, buddy? Welcome along. So there we are, yeah, 1 hour 14 minutes, 495 miles. It's going to take us about an hour and a quarter to get there. We'll just skip through that, make sure there's no more discontinuities as we go down. Looks good. Vavix, Dirac, BD 929, IBD 29, and then we should come round to the centre fix, the FAF, and then in we go. Cool, let's have a look at some performance figures for this departure. I do have a performance calculator, which if we go to the init page and grab the zero fuel weight and the CG, we can work that out, and I'll show you that in just a sec. So it's 58.9 for the CG. Actually no, we're on 66.2 even. 66.2. CG 24.8. So if I bring this across for you to see, we can then do this performance. There it is. I've already put some of this stuff in. So runway elevation is 280 degrees, 44 feet above sea level. Runway is quite long at 3,000 meters, and then winds, like we said, very light, 090 at 3 knots. It's 13 degrees outside. QNH 1026. It's dry runway. We're going to do a config 1+F takeoff, flex takeoff, not toga. Takeoff weight 66.2 tons, and the CG is 24.8, as we just checked in the McDo. So that gives us config 1+F. We can flex at 66, and we've got V1 at 149, 150, and V2 151. There's 0.8 units of trim up for the trimmable horizontal stabilizer. So if I drag that over there, and we can go and bang some of this in the performance tab. So we said flexing at 66 degrees, flaps 1, which was up 0.8 units. That's in there. And so we got 149 for V1. VR is going to be 150 and then 151 for V2. Sweet, there we are. Our clean speed's 218 knots. Slats can be slats retracted 195. Flaps can be retracted at 151 knots. And that performance calculator can bugger off. So we're flying from Alicante on the eastern coast of Spain. I'll show you on the map if you want to see. So there we are. Down there, Alicante on the eastern coast of Spain. And we're flying up, heading towards Madrid, up into Bordeaux, just in there, over the Pyrenees into France. Well, that is the plan, unless we cock it up. That's definitely the plan. So we have the strobes on, beacons on, and we'll just do 1 or 2 more bits and bobs. We'll set the QNH very handily by hitting B. 1026 is set once, twice on the standby, and then a 3rd time over on the FO side. Cool. So what we need to do is now just check the departure stop climb. If I'm going to pick a SID, let's have a look at the Astro one, for example. That's pretty much what we're doing. The initial climb is going to be 6,000. We do have some high terrain on the way out, so we will be doing the Astro 4 Delta more than less. Nastro and yeah, that would be the departure if we were going to do one. We were going to do Astro 4 Delta 210 in that first turn, but we haven't got that in. We're going to go direct and then up here. So beware, very cautious of the high terrain, which is 5 nines. That's why the initial climb is 6,000, and then it goes up 8,600 and 8,500 across there as well. So it'll be flight level 100, but we're putting 6 for now, and we mustn't forget to increase that as we go a bit further, because we'll be in a pickle and also in the side of a mountain if we don't. Sounds nice. You're flying Mexico, cool. We need to come across and fly in Mexico shortly. That's one place we haven't been to yet. And one last quick look at the taxi out, push back. We're going to face east. Going to push back and taxi on to Charlie all the way down. I'm going to go Charlie 7. Charlie 7 will be the holding point for our route out. So that is the passengers done. Let's go grab, push back. We'll close some doors up. In fact, I don't think I opened the doors, did I? They got in through the windows. They're all shut. Good stuff. And then there we are. We have the tug. Let's get him to get in position. So we're going to go straight back, push back onto Charlie here, and then we're going to taxi out to the right, down on all the way down on to Charlie still, and then it's going to be Charlie, one of these intersections here. There's a plane just landing. Let's have a look how he does. It comes in. Very good. Right, so that's our tug connected anyway. We can get back and we can start this push. Just double check. They're idle. Flaps are retracted. Speed brake is disarmed, and everything else looks good. We've got to get the fuel pumps on now. Cool. You can see us being lifted up. So I think we're good to go. Let's go and start some engines and we'll get ourselves pushed back. So if we hit reverse, and hopefully, finally tonight again, we now have throttle cam is back. Been waiting for a new camera to turn up for throttle cam, and it is here today. So hopefully, if we get the parking brake off, push, and we head backwards.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We are cleared for start and push.
We can turn starter to ignition.
Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. It will start in the sequence.
And we can go and start engine number 2. There it goes. Hopefully we should have some N2. There it is. Perfect stuff. See how well we can get us on this line.
Please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
So let's see if I can get us the right way. Not that way. All the time. And that looks half decent. Jiggle that a little bit about there. Let's jump into flight deck. We should have a good start on engine number 2, so let's get number 1 going. And we'll stop that push. And we'll set the parking brake as well. Predicted wind shear, we can arm the spoilers now. And there we are, N2, EGT and M1 should start to rise any moment now. While that's happening, we'll do a quick flight control check before we get ourselves into a pickle somewhere. See the rudder pedals clearly doing something. There we are. Cool. So let's do elevation. There's a full up, full down, neutral. That's the elevators and the ailerons. Full right, full left, neutral, and we'll do the rudders. Full left, full right, and there's neutral for the rudders. And that is also a good start on engine number 1. So let's go and get rid of the we'll get rid of the APU. That can come off. Taxi lights are on. Everything else looks good. We know what we're doing. We're going to go past this yellow plane, hang a right, and then left all the way down on Charlie. Yo, Dan, how's it going, buddy? And we can take that off, and we'll go back to some Airbus stuff after a couple of nights in the CRJ. There we go, we're away. Let's get the flaps to flaps come to 1 as we travel out. And we can also boost the sim volume again. Perfect. So we're going to take this right, immediately left, and then be on our way. Is that bus going to stop for us, do you reckon, or is it going to come and drive right through? Suicide drivers in MSFS. He did stop at least, that's one thing. We'll take Delta. I hope this is the right way. Let me look. If not, I'll have balls this up before we've even started. Yeah, Delta, that'll do. Why the rudder pedal's not working? Come on, that's it. Or not. My rudder pedals have a mind of their own. Sometimes they work, sometimes they just decide, yeah, you know what, sod you, I'm not going to work. See, my rudder is full left there. I'm having to use the side stick now to help out because they're not. They're not doing what they're told. And now, what is going on? Right, there we are. Cool, that's better. Away we are. That's it. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there, but something sounded like it was being pressed. Right, anyway, let's get auto brake to max on the way out. The flaps are now at 1. And we can get ourselves underway. So first one, that's going to be Charlie 4. That's far too short for us. We're going to take continue on Charlie all the way to Charlie 7, and that'll give us enough to enough room to give the plane a bit of oomph and get it in the air. So there's Charlie 4. Next one is Charlie 5. We'll continue on. Auto brakes max. Flaps are at 1. And we'll just we'll continue round this. Not this right. We'll go round to the next one. Just here, which will do us nicely. Right, we'll just come to a stop there, check 1 or 2 things. Let's have a quick look at what we're doing. So we need to ding the cabin, get them on their arses. If they're going to listen to us. There we go. And we do a takeoff config check, which should be normal. Auto brake is dancing up and down. There we are, max. And let's go and set TCAS to TARA. I want to change that squawk to 2000. Good stuff. Flaps at 1 plus F. Auto brake. Signs are on. Cabins are advised. Spoilers are armed. Flaps are in. Takeoff. And there's takeoff config is normal. So we're going to get lined up. Nothing coming that way. There's nothing coming that way either. So I reckon let's head to France. So if I've got the time right, by the time we get up there and finish flying, it should be a nice sunset arrival into Bordeaux. There we are. Let's have a quick look. One last check. The V speed 149, 153. Climb nav 1 FD2. QNH set 1026. Auto brake max signs on. Cabins are ready. Spoilers are armed. Flaps are in, like I said, config 1 plus F. Ecam memos takeoff no blue. So let's get going. There's 50% N1. There it is. 1, 2 clicks forward. Manflex 66 SRS. Auto thrust is armed and blue. Before I forget, set the clock. There it is. There's 100 knots. There's V1 and rotate, up we go. Perfect. Positive rate, gears coming up. And we'll just watch out what this is going to do. I don't think he's got a clue. It's had one too many Spanish sangrias. And we're going to go ahead direct to Alicante VOR. That should sort that out. Or maybe not. Let's try Nargo. We want to be going left, really. There we go. It's going to command that right hand turn. And that's a bit better. And there's leave a climb. Simulator man, hello buddy. Hop in if you like. We've literally only just left, but if you spawn in quickly you can get going. Don't worry about that. 180 knots, there we are, past the S-speed, retract the flaps. And job's a good one. Look at that. Ideally we should have taken off and made an immediate left turn, not whatever that flight plan was thinking, but yeah. There's the S-speed. Flaps retracted. With the flaps retracted, we can also disarm the spoilers. Pretty cool. So yeah, dude, we're going from Alicante up to Bordeaux. Smile Castle. Welcome, buddy. Yes, Alicante to Bordeaux is where we're heading. Yeah, there we are. Away we go. Watching out for that high terrain. Yo, AFK champ, how's it going, buddy? Back in the 320, yeah. I thought, well, we've had 2 streams on the trot where we had the CRJ out, and then I thought it'd be nice just to have a chilled out stream where you don't have to think about much and fly the Airbus again. Simulator man, I will pop that if you give me a second. Where is what is chatbot doing, or cloudbot, or what it wants to be called these days? If you hit in the chat !route Simulator man, you'll get the route. Pull us on the Q&H. !route in chat will give you what we're doing. In fact, I can get that for you, to be fair. There you go. Is Cloudbot alive? Is he coming to say hello? He's not. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, there's the route, if you want it. Oh, it's finally woken up. Fashionably late as ever. So yeah, there's our departure route. Let's have a quick look on these charts to make sure we don't crash into a mountain or something daft like that on the way up. I'll pop that there. Get rid of that. There we are. We are literally tracking towards Madrid. 10,000 feet. Lights can come off. That can go off. Seatbelt sign can go off as well. And that's we'll ping that out. And we'll continue that climb out. 380. Oh, Alexa, shut up. She's always got a nose into something as Alexa.
Now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
I'm not entirely sure what I said to set her off, to be honest with you. That being said, I do the same thing with my wife. I'll say something I don't realise I've said, and she'll sprout out something. We got awesome stuff. Right, there, away we go. I'll just put that down before it deafens anybody. Hey ho, away we go. Vueling.com, link in Europe livery. And a nice Spanish registered 320 as well. Simulate man, cool, no worries. We'll be floating around somewhere up in the sky. Flight time is what's flight time? Is about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So not too bad. Well, with that, let's get a bit of music on. I reckon it could be a good idea. Where's the play button? There it is. How's your day been, Smile Castle? Very slight headwind, 6 knots. Nothing compared to Storm Eunice and whatever we've had in the UK, and Storm Franco, whatever his name is, Franklin. and Dudley and all of those hoolies. To be honest, I think the weather down in Bordeaux is not too bad either. When we left, it was very Tuesday, was it? Yeah. Yeah, wind is nothing. Really, 320 at 3 knots. Cav okay, 11 degrees. Nice and tasty in Bordeaux as well. You had your fence come down on Friday. Put it back up. Oh yeah, I saw Simulate Man. There was a earthquake around the Midlands last night. Yeah, it was a rather interesting thing to wake up to. Yeah, flight level 161 for 380. I was going to stream this yesterday afternoon, and for the first time in ages, my internet went off. About an hour into the flight or something. Was it an hour in? An hour and 20 minutes in, perhaps, something like that. Sorry, an hour into the stream. Half an hour into the flight, my internet went off for the first time in a long time. So I continued just to fly it up. And when I got there, arrived on the same runways we're doing tonight, runway 29. We got up here and I was 10 miles out and it hadn't picked up the ILS. So I just left it, and I'm thinking if it doesn't pick it up sometime soon, I'll have to fly it myself. But yeah, last night it didn't pick up the ILS. So I flew it in track FPA when we got 10 miles out, which was it worked out quite well. So if that doesn't pick up the ILS tonight, then we'll fly it track FPA and see how that gets on. Let's do that. They should have been tracking our flight out. There we are. There's routing. Bit of weather towards when we get towards Madrid. Right turn and north. But yeah, if we look at the flight I did yesterday, I wasn't paying much attention, to be fair, because obviously with the internet going off, I was just mucking around. And I ended up flying. I flew a hole, just tried out, and then in. But yeah, it got to here, and there was no ILS picked up. It was tuned up in the box. Nothing happened. And yeah, so I flew it as a track FPA, worked out quite well. So we'll see. We will see later if that happens. In the world map simulator, man, just type in LEAL as your starting point, and then go into your McDo, that route, whatever come up in the chat, just bang that in your McDo and away you go. That's out there. We got put airports on, and we'll have a look at Astro. We'll check the fuel just to make sure I did take enough. So Astro is 11 miles out. We'll get the flight plan ready for that. And we'll just have a quick check. I don't think we should have any wind whatsoever. Really. 2 knots, 5 knots, 6 knots at the most at the minute. 22, 23, 34. But yeah, then it drops down again. Cool. We're not going to get buffered or anything. So looking for Astro as the first fuel check. We should have 5.6 tons at Astro. We've still got 6.5. We're not going to use a ton in 6 miles, so I think that is half decent. Well, there's a CRJ. Someone's having a bit of fun out. So not that long of a flight. Let's we'll just have a quick brief of the arrival to Narnav, obviously, like most of them are, and then so the initial approach fix 25 miles out from the runway, and we need to be not above flight level 150 at Vavix, coming down to 5,000 feet or in between by Dirac. And if we grab the other charts. Yeah, LFBD simulator, man, yeah. We're going to do approach runway 29. Is that one? There it is. Mandatory 3,000 feet. If we haven't got the ILS at here, 8.9 miles out, we'll pull track FP8 and we'll descend at 3 degrees on the glide. And should we cock it up, it's climb straight ahead to 700 feet, right to max 190 knots onto 040 degrees, intercept the 354 radial to 354 radial from Bordeaux to FPAR for holding at 4,000 feet. Server will be North Europe. North Europe. So flight level 130. Sorry, 150, not above. At Vavrix. I'll pop that in. May as well. Cruising at 3.8, and then we want to be down at flight level 150. So 72 miles before Vavrix will be our topper drop. Can go in and we'll do the LFBD 29 for the extended centre line, and that's going to be what's the reciprocal of 29106, isn't it? 106 radial. Good stuff. So you're going to see up to here, that's Madrid, right turn up, and our topper drop is just on the northern coast of Spain, just by Bilbao. That's where we'll start our descent. Which is oh no, I've closed Navigraph. Bollocks. There we are. So yeah, our topper drop is about here, and that'll give us the mileage into Bilbao. Lucas, hello buddy, welcome along. Hope you're doing well, mate. Smile Castle, did you notice that we got throttle cam back? I'm going to turn it off so you can see the rest of the screen for now, but throttle cam is back, it's alive. It's alive. And it works, it does. Very nice. There we are. My fat hands are back. So you've got pilot cam and throttle cam now. There we are. Lucas, we're going up to Bordeaux. If you didn't see the charts, here they come. There we are. We started off down in Alicante. We're heading up towards just the northwest of Madrid, and then up to Bordeaux, just over the Pyrenees. I'm doing well, buddy. Thank you. Yes, doing well. So yeah, not too long a flight. We've only got how long have we got left now? Not long. We've got 400 miles left, estimating 6 o'clock UTC, so just under an hour to go. Which is it's a nice chilled out little flight tonight. After the CRJ excitement of the other 2 nights. Yeah, we've only been in the air 15 minutes, not long. You want to see the butter? I got Lurpak in the fridge, it might be the only butter that you get. Look at that. Pretty cool. I'll do my very best to give you a butter, Lucas. It is, looks awesome, doesn't it? Awesome. There's Simulator Man. He's bringing up the rear. There he is. You can see him in the back. To be fair, people might people have a go at MSFS. I mean, I've not had any issues with it whatsoever, to be honest with you. There's a couple of crash to desktops every now and again, but it's for graphics it's brilliant. Maybe flight physics not so not quite as good as X-Plane 11, but on the whole, especially with the fly-by-wire mod, it's I think it's pretty good. Favorite plane? Well, I've always flown the 320. If you're asking me real life planes, A380, the 747, and since last week, the CRJ 1000 as well. Yeah, Simulator Man, there you are, just in the back. There you are. So yeah, favorite plane would be the A380. If I could go on that again in real life, that would be cool. It would be awesome. But yeah, for the sim 320, we've got the also the A340-600 in X-Plane, the tallest A340-600. That is also another special plane that I like. I flew that. I did a long haul flight out or stream out of Newcastle down to Dubai in the A340-600. That was pretty cool. I downloaded Ortho for the full flight. I had scenery down in Dubai as well. And if I show you some of this, I mean, just the engines on the 340-600. I mean, they're just, look at that, man. You can't complain about that, can you? That's just stunning stuff. Ortho in the background. Sun was setting on the way into Dubai. It was pretty cool. There it is. Look at that. Beast. Absolute beast. Yeah, we'll have to go back into X-Plane and fly that again shortly. 362 for 380. Starting to level off 1,000 feet per minute. Will do us from now. But yeah, it's I do like the 340-600. It's very nice. Right then, anything else we need to have a look at? Let's have a look. That's all tickety-boo. Let's go and have a look at these engines. They're still there. We used 1,400 kilos of fuel, which was about right. We took 7.5 tons. We used 1.4 tons, which is roughly about right. Bleed page, it's all good. Air's coming in. It's been cooled down by the packs, 12 degrees. And away it goes into the cabin. Pressurization. Coming up to 7,400 and steady. Feet per minute fluctuating as we're still climbing. And the diff is 8.1, which is fine. Electronic page, we have some power doing stuff. Generator 1, 41%. 400 volt, about the same on most airplanes. Up to the DC essential bus. And then we got the AC 1, AC 2. Doing its thing. Hydraulics are still working. A couple of flights back, we had the blue hydraulic disappear. It decided it was going to give up. But 300 in the blue, yellow, and green. Fuel, like we just said, we've got 6 tons left. They're balanced in the inner and outer wings, which is good. Using the current use, we're using about 2 tons an hour at the minute when we finish that climb off. There it goes. Mac out start. And we should get Mac out cruise. There it is, Mac out cruise, flight level 380. Pretty good stuff. There we are. APU should be off, which it is. Nice and toasty in the cabin. You can see the hot air comes in from the bleed page. Comes in, gets cooled down by the packs. So it's coming in at 181 degrees. It comes in, cools it down to 15. There it is, 15 degrees there now. And dumps it into the cockpit, the cabin, and the back of the plane. Doors are still there, no one tried to jump out. Wheels are still there, and flight controls are doing what they should. And the rest of it, the status is normal. So that's pretty good. As you can see, we're just heading towards Madrid. So we have, how far we got to top of drop? Let's have a quick gander. Top of drop is, it's 160, what's that, 240s there, so what we got, about 170, 180 miles. At a push 200 to top of descent. Just cool, there we are. Just passing Cuenca. Runway in Bordeaux. Let's have a look at that quickly. Quite low, 2,400 meters. If we can get down and stop by Papa 4, that'll be useful. If not, it's straight ahead, Golf, back over 2305 and then into Bravo, and we'll park somewhere over there. So that will be the plan. Minima into Bordeaux, in case the weather turns crappy, 360. And just mandatory 3000, that's 13 miles from the ILSD meet. So Mark has the world update for Spain and Portugal next month. Yeah, that should look quite good. Hopefully. Because I got ORBX True Earth for Spain and X-Plane, and that's pretty good. If they can do anything like that with it, that'd be quite cool. Or if ORBX brought them out, even better. Let's have a look on the FO side, see what he's up to. Sort out his bits and bobs. He should have that on there. Normally he will have terrain on there, but obviously in up. In up being the fly-by-wire, and also the weather radar is in up as well. Let's nip back over here. I'm not sure what's up with the weather. I'm sure it was something to do with with Asobo and some of their crap. This is a bit easier than flying the CRJ. Sit back, talk, and not have to worry about adjusting throttles or anything like that. Quite nice, actually. Might go back out in the CRJ towards the end of the week. I do want to fly the 340-600 as well, shortly. It looked, it did. I mean, to be fair, I mean it wasn't that bad in the end. I mean, to be fair, I streamed it only after having 2 days of having it, and I've never flown it before at all. So it didn't go too bad. I mean, that night into Jersey when we had like 3 or 4 attempts to land and whatever else was a bit of a pain in the arse, but it was still good fun. And then the other night when we went up to Newcastle, when we managed to get the localizer, we got landed and all that kind of stuff. That was so much better. That was cool. I don't even know if where's Valanta at? Is that track that did the flights where we at? That one down? That's down to Newcastle. Newcastle. Southend to Jersey. Was that the one? Oh, it's not that one. Oh, where's it gone? This one? Must have been that one, surely. There it is. That was everything looked quite good, didn't it? From the takeoff out of Southend. Climbed up,
In a few moments, we'll be starting our
down over the channel,
Please look in the feedback for our menu, and one
start
of
the
our
descent
crew members will stop by shortly
over that bit of
to
France,
order.
and then
If you would like to order
is
a
where
item, please hit the flight
we had all the
attendant
problem,
call
wasn't it?
button at any time, and we'll be over shortly.
came in nowhere near where we should have been. Out we went. Up, around, and then back in again. Douched it down at 837 feet per minute. Taxied back and then went back out again. Somewhere all the way down here for a look about. Then eventually we caught the localizer properly. After a bit of help from flights in Brazil when he popped in. We did get on the ground at 73 feet per minute. But you've seen how much of the runway we used up. It's not very long in Jersey. I mean, it was just outside the touchdown zone, but yeah, not long to go. Had we cocked it up, there wasn't much much further to run, was there? After that. So, yeah, stay at that one, 837, and that was just on the runway as well. So one just on it, one over half of the length as well. It was certainly a bit dodge. But then that one up to Newcastle was a bit better, wasn't it? There it is. That looked. I mean, that's what you'd expect. London up, and then we went out over the North Sea, wasn't it? Made the turn, vectored ourselves in. Had a bit of a blip. Whatever it was doing, we're coming down nicely, and then it went up, and then back down again. But yeah, 83 feet per minute, that one. But again, were we in the touchdown zone? Oh, well within it this time. V'd off a bit. And then, yeah. So it's getting there. We'll try it again at some other point in time. So, I think to the left-hand side, sorry, there is Madrid. You can see the airport just there, pretty much. Is it there? That must be it, yeah. So we made that right-hand turn now. There's that one's Madrid, sorry. There it is. There's that topper drop now, 160 miles out. It was middle of the runway, Smartcast, it was, yeah. But I mean, Jersey obviously wasn't the longest runway to be using up most of it, was it really? We go here. Oh, what have I done there? Yeah, it's not the longest runway. 1700 meters, and not. And if we dished it down just about there, I mean, we still had plenty of time to stop, I guess. Had we done that with the Airbus, then that might have been a different matter altogether. But the CRJ was not bad at all. Yo, Patrick, buddy, how's it going, mate? Nice little tailwind, 12 knots, giving us a little bit of a boost. So I'm hoping, let's just see if this has got an ILS put in here yet. So it's got Bravo Echo India 11115, which is what we've been expecting. Which was also in here yesterday when I did fly it up there. You just finished 2 days of aerospace. Oh, holy moly, and stuck into a bottle of wine. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'm good. Aerospace order. That sounds rather interesting, Patrick. Simulate, man, you've got 80 miles to go, have you? We still got 274. Not entirely sure what that means. 9100, 9110, and 9120. Am I being, I'm not entirely sure what that means, Patrick, to be honest. Quality order. Oh, okay, fair enough. Spain has some lovely terrain once you get over the mainland, doesn't it? Look at this. Especially around Madrid, that high terrain, about 13,000 feet terrain up around to the north of Madrid. When you fly in, I think it's got a transition level of about 13,000 feet into Madrid. But into oops, that's my fault. Get lost. I think into Bordeaux. Look, there's nothing around Bordeaux. 2,100. So we could quite happily fly ourselves in from there. Simulate, man, if you've got 70 miles to go and started 15 minutes after us, how have you only got 70 miles left? Should you start lowering now? I guess if you only got 70 miles left, I'll be thinking about starting your arrival now, yeah? Do a barrel roll. Flight plan looks to be behaving itself tonight, I think. Normally it shows right royal dogs in a river of an approach, isn't it? So let's have a quick flick through it and just make sure it's all behaving the way it should. Should take us left. Yeah. That's only showing that because we're going a bit too fast. But if we wanted to, we can go to here and then vector ourselves in, or let it fly itself and see how it goes. But yeah, that'll, once we slow down, it just can't draw that left-hand turn because we're going a bit too fast. Air Dog, buddy, welcome along. How's it going, mate? Why is man stretch? Is that me you on about? R1FT. Probably because I mucked around with the camera earlier on and I mucked it up. I need to try and suss it out. Then again, my head could be that wide. Oh, there. Yeah, R1FT. I was mucking with the camera earlier on, and I pressed a few things and did a few things, and it made my head a bit fat and stretched. Air Dog, get the second go, and can you show how to use chart in the MCDU? How do you mean, buddy? What do you want to know? We've still got a bit more of the cruise left. I can show you now. Like on the chart, what is what and where to put it. Yeah, hold on. Let's grab the chart then for this one we're doing now. So if you want to start off from the beginning, we started off in Alicante. Let's grab the departure chart out of here. Sid, there it is. So for example, we grab this. So this is for tonight's flight out of Alicante. There you go. So there's the runway. On this, all you need to do is have a look at the terrain around you. 5,900 feet there. So this is saying not below 3,100 feet at this turn. 9.5 miles from the Altet VOR. Maximum 210 knots. So if it's got 210 knots, and if the obviously this knot hasn't got very good VNAV yet, you can in the McDo. On your performance page, when you do it, you can have pre-selected speed will be there before you're taking off. You can type in 210 and it'll fly you at 210 until you get past that point. Then you can sort yourself out with managed speed afterwards, and then you track away. So that's all you would really need to put into your McDo if you wanted to. That's speed restriction. And obviously your departure would be under the flight plan and where you started off. So like here you go there, this for example for the arrival into Bordeaux, arrival, look at your charts, do whatever arrival you've got going. So we're doing the Vavix 9 Lima. So onto runway 29, so 29 for the ILS, goes via Dirac. There's a Vavix 9 Lima, goes via Dirac as it says there. That's the initial approach fix, and then you just bang that in, and oh shit, don't want to muck that up, do we? There we are. So yeah, there's not that much for between the charts and the MCDU. It's funny you're in Bordeaux. Well, we're coming to see you. And then obviously once you get closer, so you'll need your minima for straight in ILS to London. So your minimums will be 360. Minimum's 360 feet. You need to put that in the performance page, which we can go and do now actually. So 360 goes into the minimum for under the barrow. And then we need to get the rest from the weather, obviously, as well. But yeah, from the charts, there's not actually that much really that goes into the MCDU, to be fair. It's just your departure, any speed restrictions you want to put in, and just that last little bit of info for your minima. So our topper drops in 80 miles now. See if we could get some weather in Bordeaux. Let's have a look, see if it's changed. See if it's changed much. Let's have a look. LFBD. Weather. There it is. Winds variable at 2 knots. Good visibility. Few clouds at 2,100. Overcast. Oh, overcast at 720 feet. 11 degrees. QNH 1013. Sorry, overcast at 7,200 even. Few at 2,100. Wind is 0,002 knots. So it looks quite nice down there. I was going to put that in, to be fair. There we go. QNH was 1031. Temperature was whatever. What did the temperature say it was? Oh, nuts. I'm going to grab it off here. Temperature 11 degrees. And there we go, that's that all finished up. VAP 130, VLS 125, flaps full flaps 145, slats 188, clean speed 208. We're just coming up to the northern coast of Spain. And there's Wee's knees of these knees, the Pyrenees, just there. Not sure how you got there, Simulator Man, with 15 miles left already. We've still got, so look, 187 left to run. Do you mean ATC, Air Dog? I know you've got STC there, but I'm assuming you mean ATC. From what I've heard, if it is ATC, some people, a lot of people have mentioned a lot of people have mentioned this pilot to ATC, which is I think you have to, yeah, you get a 10-day free trial. MSFS, X-Plane, Prepared 3D, FXX, and etc. With two-way voice control with ATC, caller pilot can handle communications. Say it feature allows communication with ATC without having to speak and all that kind of stuff. But I think that's more probably what you're looking at than the default crappy MSFS ATC. Luke Air Tools used to be free. Oh, I've never heard of Luke Air Tools, to be fair, Smile Castle. It streams Relay TC. Oh, fair. Oh, cool. To be fair, I'd have thought about it. We could have done this on VATSIM. We should have done it on that. I always forget because free pilot's not worked for so long. Actually, there would have been no ATC anyway. From Alicante or even into Bordeaux, there's no ATC up here. In fact, nothing over Spain. It's all to the east, and up into Scandinavia as well. Yeah, PAC-X for passenger simulation, I guess, would be popular. But if you want ATC, there's motion at my front door, is there? Oh, that'll be Mrs. Chill Out Flight Channel, just got in from work. $40 left, top of drop. There's Kegham. 6 miles. Let's just check the fuel one last time before we start preparing for this approach. Make sure we haven't sprung a leak anywhere. Kegham, we need 3.5 tons. And how far should we be into the flight? Let's have a look. See where did Kegham go? There it is. Oh, guys, give me a sec. As you may have heard, that someone's at the front door. I'm just going to let my wife in. Just give me a minute. Yo guys, sorry about it. I'd locked the door when I started streaming, and I got one of those door locks that you open with an app on your phone, and my missus was stuck outside and her app wouldn't work. There's Santander, top of drop, very close. About 10 miles. So what we do, let's have a quick look at this approach before we do anything stupid. Traffic's not above flight level 150, cool, so that's what we're going to do. And then after that, 5,000 feet. So that's 10,000, we need 30 miles. How is that? Yeah, 30 miles down to 5,000 feet. So I reckon we'll do a continuous descent approach and we'll come down. Whee, look at that geezer go. So we'll come down to flight level 150. Let's go and get that set up. is there ready. That's where we're heading to. There's Simulator Man there. He's right ahead of us somehow. He was behind. Let's, I think I might have just got the weather right for sunset arrival. Look at that. Looking pretty nice. See when we cross that line, there we are. Top of drop, and down we go. Thrust idle, open descent. Flight level 150 is blue. Are the charts directly connected to the flight plan? You mean these charts? So if you use SimBrief to make your flight plan, and you link, because obviously it's Navigraph that owns SimBrief. You go into here, new flight from SimBrief, and this then loads in the flight across the top, and then whatever's in SimBrief comes in with your waypoints and also the arrival that SimBrief has given to you. So you can, yo Lucas, you're back just in time. We just started our descent now, literally about 30 seconds ago. So yeah, Air Dog, if you do use SimBrief and you have a Navigraph account as well for Navigraph charts, then your flight plan will come up in there, and you can pick all the how cool does that look? All of your arrivals, departures, and other stuff. There's the Wheezy Pyrenees. So we're going to pop in format error. What are you on about? It is nice, Lucas. Very nice. Did we do? I did put in all the information. Didn't I? Let's have a look. Temperature I didn't put in. It was 11 degrees. There we are. Yeah, Air Dog. So, like I said, if you use SimBrief for your flight plan, and then you also have a Navigraph account as well. Obviously, Navigraph owns SimBrief. When you make your flight plan on SimBrief, on this is what SimBrief has spat out when I put in the departure and arrival airport. It gave me this routing. Once it's done that, you go into Navigraph, flights, new flight from SimBrief. It'll find the flight that you just made on there, and these will it'll automatically put in your departure stuff, what runway it's given you, and a departure if there's one in there, and also the arrival runway as well, and all your waypoints in between, and you can just click on them, and it brings up the chart that you need. So anyway, what was I going to do? I was going to put something in the progress page, wasn't it? Let's have a look. If we put in, just for now, let's put in that part of that arrival at Vavix, just to check how far we are away, and if we're coming in too high or too low, and we can work that out. So we're 43 miles away. we need to lose 13,000 feet, 13 threes, 1326, 39 miles. 39 miles, we've got 41 left. Lucas, what can I do? Hand cam when I'm doing turn off the FP. I can't do, just from where my thrust, where my throttle thing is and the camera for that. I can't actually easily change that around, unfortunately. I could potentially get a third camera for that. But yeah, this is all the way over here, and this camera is fixed on a tripod above the throttle quadrant, so I can't actually move that, unfortunately. But I could actually, if I can find a third camera sometime shortly, I might be able to do that. So we need 30 miles now, and we have 35. So rate of descent could possibly come back down to 2,000 roughly. Full vertical speed, 2,000 feet per minute should sort us out. Yeah, as we slow down, this should hopefully sort its life out and get it back to where we want to be. So ILS definitely tuned up, 111.15 should be. There it is. Final approach course is 286, which has got in nicely coded in there. And I'm just going to just brighten up this, just so we can see what we're doing. There we are, that's a bit better. So from Darrix, we're going to go to Bravo Delta 292. Where's Bravo Delta 292? Must just be off here. There's the India Bravo Delta 29, which we have in. Reckons 3,500 fans, 3,500 feet. We're going to be there. Minimum, yeah. So we're going to be bang in the middle. Max 4,000, minimum 3,000, and then down to 3,000 for that that ILS. So that's all checks out nicely. And if, like yesterday, we don't get the ILS, well, at 8.9 miles, we'll pull. We'll go track FPA. Pull. See, we're doing 2.8 degrees at the minute. Roughly, we'll pull that 3 degrees on the glide, and then away we go. Hey dog, you flew Air France yesterday, but it was really good. Was that actual real life flight, was it, you said you were doing? There you go, as we slow down now, look, it's sorted out the flight plan, which is pretty cool. Turn those down just a smidge now because they're a bit bright. Look outside now. How cool does that look? Look at that in the background. Sun setting. France. France there, Spain just there. What more could you want on a Tuesday evening? Apart from maybe a cold beer. Oi, smile, castle, buddy. Brown trouser time. Oh, smile, castle, dude. Again, giving me a heart attack. Holy moly, that's what you need. Lolman Skate, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Welcome along. You joined us in the descent into Bordeaux. Now another one. Oh, Johnny Boy's back. Clearly you beat Johnny Boy 2 at tonight's Smile Castle, and he's come back with a bit of Rick Ashley. Right, there we are. So, flight level, we've got 1,000 to go. Let's just bring that back to 1,000 feet per minute now. Bush. There's Vavix. We've got 4.8 miles. That's bang on where we want to be. Right, next bit. Let's go get exciting now. Where are we going? So here we come into Vavix, and then we can come down to flight level 90, maximum 5,000, minimum. So let's go keep that coming down to put 6,000 in for now. We'll go back into open descent for that. So how long have we been flying for? We took off 1 hour, 3 minutes ago. We reckon an hour and 15 for the flight, so that's pretty much not too far off. 5 tons of fuel left. Been a brilliant landing, which took a replay of it. Oh shit, I meant to enable the replay mode for this tonight. Can I do that now, do you reckon? I wonder. Or if I go into developer mode, will I muck something up? I'm going to put a post-it on the side of my monitor for the next stream to make sure I remember to enable it. So we should start slowing down shortly. 250 knots. We'll be below 10,000 feet. Nothing saying about any speed limit, but I'm assuming it's going to be the same across Europe. 250 knots, below 10,000. Once we get to 5,000 feet, straight down to 3,000 feet for the ILS. For the ILS thingy bob. Oh, looking good. Yo, Barry Fox, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. You joined us on the in the descent into Bordeaux. We should have, like I said, we've got some nice scenery down in Bordeaux as well. Just over there somewhere. So that Dirac restriction was below 9,000. We're 7 miles away, we're 1,000 feet, so we only need 3 miles to be below 9,000, so that's going to be looking good. I'm going to give it a bit of speed brake just to keep that rate of descent coming back now. There we are, a bit of throttle camage. Bit of speed brake, let's go and get some lights on. Actually, some lights up here as well, be useful. There we are. Perfect, landing lights on, seatbelt signs on. Let's get a bit of that on as well, just because we can. Yeah, we're just a bit. We're about 3 hours behind live time. In fact, exactly 3 hours behind live time. 2 hours behind live time even. So, flight level 100. We need to be at flight level 90 in 2 miles, which we should be good.
We have begun our final descent into France. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any
Final
bags
descent
once
into
on
France, eh?
Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright position.
Right, I reckon 220 it's going to command there now, so I'm going to activate the approach phase now. ILS on. 19 miles. Oh, we might be a bit high. I want to keep that coming down 3,000 feet now. 3,000 feet. We could be doing we're going down a bit quicker than that. However, at least it's identified the ILS. We could be a bit high. In fact, you know what? I reckon we're a bit high. Let's just come out a little minute. We'll just come off that arrival just a sec, lose that bit of height, and we'll come back round again. Just going to ping us off over here. And we're going to have a few extra miles just to get the height off. I think would be a good shout. We need 15 miles. 15 miles. We've got 18 miles. I'm just going to, yeah, just keep us coming out just a little bit longer. And then turn us in. You got your fly-by-wire working now, Simulate Man. Good stuff. It's a brilliant, brilliant add-on for this. I like it, to be honest. It's very nice. Speed brakes can come out. They've also got the speed brakes modelled with autopilot on. Autopilot on, you shouldn't get full speed brake. You take autopilot off, you'll get full speed brake. If you need to have a bit more. So you see they're only half up. If I took the autopilot off now, put the speed brake out, they would go a bit further up. Lucas, it is. The graphics, the weather, the landing, everything is absolutely awesome, to be fair. More cabin views, yeah, I get that. Right, let's swing us round 6,000 now. We only need 3,000. I reckon we can start coming round very gently. Let's get vectored in. There's the glide coming up to say hello. Bring that round there a little bit. With that on, we can get lock approach. AP2 is in. Cat 1, AP1 plus 2. You're doing a fight too, Lucas. I don't have such great PC. I have a Ryzen 9, so I play mid graphics. Actually, not that bad. Cool. I mean, I wouldn't say mine's not the. If you hit exclamation mark specs in the chat, you'll see what I've got. It's nothing. Well, when I say that, it's not too bad, but it runs this perfectly well. There we are. So if we lined up there now with 5,000 coming below 6,000 to 5,000. Yeah, exclamation mark specs. Lucas will get you the what I've got. And we should grab the localizer in a second. There it is. Lockstar Cat 3 dual. Round we go. We'll have flaps 1. That was a bit laggy, camera. What are you doing there? Hello. There we are. Lockstar. There's flaps 1 coming. Glide slope is now we're slightly coming into meters now. $60 miles, there it comes. And I reckon that will be, with my limited knowledge of French and with my limited geographical knowledge of France, that would probably be the Dordogne River, I guess, is it? I could be wrong, but I think that's what that is. So look, does the map tell me what it is? I thought it would be the Dordogne. Have I tried the FF? No, I haven't tried it yet. Lucas, the pressure's on now, yes. I could be, like I said, you wanted butter, the only butter you may get. I might have to show you a picture of the Lurpak out the fridge if I don't get one. But we'll see. As long as no one dies, then it's all good. So there we are, coming in. Let's have a look on the other chart now. There it is, mandatory 3,000. There we are, mandatory 3,000. Look at that. 13 miles, I've just made it. And then when we get there, if we can get off, without that sounding rude, by Papa 4, even better. So let's go and set the speed brake and go back. Arm the spoilers. We'll set, I want medium auto brake just so I can stop quick, I think. Don't want to be a pilot, Lucas. I can fly the Cessna. I do have a license to fly that. However, I didn't pass the Class 1 medical from the CAA in the UK to become a commercial pilot, unfortunately. The only reason I didn't pass it was because of my my eyesight, which was a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. However, with sims like this, I mean, I'm quite happy to stream and fly. I'm just going to turn the music off. Let's get the sim volume up. Whoosh, there we go. Yeah, glide slope is coming. Nice on the localizer. We should get the glide. See if the charts are right. The glide slope should come 8.9 miles. There's 9.2. Look out the windows. Look at this. Whoosh. Actually, shit. Flap 2. Yeah, it is nice, to be fair. I like it. It's glide slope style. And glide slope, there we are. The go around was climb 4,000 feet, so we can set that. That's 4,000 feet.
2,500.
Flap 3. And I'll get my feet on the rudder pedals. We got a very gentle 9 knot headwind. Nothing too exciting for that. So we'll just double check the landing. We got spoilers alarm, seat belts, no smoking sign. We got, or we should have, medium auto brake. Go around set 4,000 feet. We'll ding the cabin. And all we need to do is now is flat full. Gear down. Econ memos landing, no blue. Yo, Eddie, buddy, how's it going? No, Lucas, dude, it's I like it every time. Every time you see something like that, it's obviously we all know that it's a simulator, but it does look rather special sometimes. Especially if you get it right for a sunset arrival. I mean, if you just look outside now, it's quickly. I mean, look at the plane as well. Right, do we need to land or something? Two whites, two reds on the pappies as well.
1,000.
You're just recovering from another suicide landing in the citation. Lol. Well, then again, you saw what we did there, didn't you, Eddie, on the in the CRJ? That wasn't much better. Now, is this geezer gonna, who in the C700 going to take off and meet us, or has he just landed? I wonder. Not sure what gate you're at, Simulator, man. No worries. We'll be there in a sec. We'll be there in a sec. There's land, actually. Thinking of land. Because I keep talking. I'll get the autopilot off before I forget. Always happens. I keep talking, reading messages, and I forget to take the autopilot off.
200. Minimum.
Minimums continue.
100.
100 feet. There's touchdown zone.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
And there's the flare, we'll let it settle.
5.
Reverses. No way was that 314. Not a cat in hell's chance, that was 314. Not a cat in hell's chance. 60 knots, reverse idle. And if we can, where have we got ourselves? Yeah, there's no way that was, well, I missed that turning we wanted. Oh, I've gone straight past it, so
The local time
we'll go up to,
7:08 p.m. and it's currently
up to
about
the next one.
10 degrees Celsius. You can now
Yeah,
take
we'll
a local
look at
flight.
Valenza. That is
Please
definitely
remain
not
seated until the aircraft
314.
has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt
Definitely
sign
not
is turned off.
314.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may
To be
have
fair,
been
if you look at the
during
overlay, it's not
flight.
even
If this is
finished the
your
flight
final
yet.
destination, we thank you for flying with us.
It still
Your
thinks we're doing
maintenance section
449
will
knots,
check
so
your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
anyway, so it's the next right, and we're going to go on to and taxi on in. Next right onto golf. Flaps retracted, speed brakes disarmed. And we're just going to turn off a few lights and other bits and bobs. APU can come on. APU bleed, as is now in COVID times. Bleed comes straight on. That can come off. That can go to taxi. When we turn off, light can come off. Let's we will continue round. So round to the right, all the way down. We'll cross 05, and then we'll take the first left after 05 into the terminal. But yeah, guys, welcome to Bordeaux for the first time on this channel. Welcome to Bordeaux. And hopefully we show some nice nice scenery when we get there. Look at this geezer. What the hell is that? That can't be a plane. What the hell was that? Lucas, buddy, you're welcome. No worries. Glad you came along. You got a question? Yeah, go for it. I'll try and answer it for you if I know the answer that is. Right, we'll cross this runway. There's we're crossing 05, and it's the next. We can take the next left to get parked up. Actually, let's go not this left. Take the next one. Take us straight in where all the planes are parked. Can I do a flight to Vilnius? Oh, now there's an idea. I'm pretty sure we can, Lucas. Vilnius, yeah. Be quite cool, actually. Lucas, if you want to join the Discord, if you hit ! Discord in the chat, I post on there all the time when we go flying, where we're flying, what we're doing, where we're going to, and whatever else. So, if you want to do that, then join there. And I'll post on there when we're going to do your flight. But yeah, definitely do that. Sounds good. Let's have a look. Where can we park? We can take this one here, could we? Just slow down a sec. Turn around here. Let's go and take the dynamite sand, a bit of C4. And we'll stop somewhere about there. Cool. So let's we're going to turn a few bits and bobs off, and it's in Lithuania, isn't it? Is it Lithuania? I believe. I could be wrong. I think it's Lithuania. So there we are. We've got flaps retracted. The spoilers are disarmed, the APU is available, so we can go ahead and Engine number 2 is off. Engine number 1 is off. And let's we'll get rid of the rest of these lights. That's off. That can come off. Seatbelt signs are off. Strobe off. Beacon off. That off. And that. There we go, guys. Let's go and see if we can get the jet bridge to get these passengers on their way. Forward door passengers. Baggage external power. And we can change the food and get rid of the crap. Let's have a quick look outside. You probably have the... I might do some... I might be able to get some scenery for it. Yeah, definitely. There we are. How was the parking? Well, the parking's a bit off. However, the jet bridge, or air bridge, or whatever you want to call it, is doing the stuff. Yeah, there we go, guys. Welcome to Bordeaux. Like I said, this is scenery from France VFR, I believe, or something like that. It was called from ORBX. It's quite nice. If we jump out and have a quick look in the drone. The drone's on the piss by looks of things. There it is. Let's just nip up. Huge, nicely modelled airport as well. It's very cool. Very cool. I think it was about £8, €10. I think roughly from ORBX Central. We can see everything's modelled. There's the cargo buildings and the main terminal as well. Yeah, very cool. Right, let's whiz back to our plane. Get the passengers. They're getting themselves to where they want to be. What we will do is we'll have a quick look at Volante, just see what it reckoned that we did. Flights. Not that one. Where's our flight that's just gone that was on there? Map. There it is. Flights. Anytime. There it is. 1 hour 15 minutes. Look at that, bang on what the flight plan said. Oh, it was minus 300. Smile Castle. Even that got us. How the hell was that bad? Wasn't that bad? I'm sure it wasn't. Sure it wasn't that bad. But yeah, there we are. You can see what we did. We did up here, and then thought we were a little bit high. Out to the right, a little bit off that initial. That was going to turn us in just there, but we come out a little bit, lost a bit more height, and yeah, there we are. Perfect stuff. Yeah, no, it was 200. I'm not entirely sure where it gets its numbers from for that, but there was no way that was 300. Anyway, pretty cool. There we are. So yeah, like I said, Lucas, if you join the Discord, I'll let you know. Anyone else wants to join, hop in there, ! Discord. I post on there every day about where we're going, what we're doing, and what time we're doing it. You did? Oh, awesome, Lucas. I'll post in there when we do your flight down to Vilnius. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming along. Welcome down to Bordeaux for the first time. It's been nice to have a chat with you for tonight and chill out in the Airbus for a change, apart from the when we flew the CRJ the other night. But we will take the CRJ out again this week. Simulator Man, I'm not entirely sure why, buddy. We'll take it out again this week and have a little fly in that, obviously with its no auto throttle and its dodgy approach phase and whatnot, but we'll give it a whirl. But guys, thank you very much for coming along tonight. Thanks for all the new subs on YouTube, and I will see you all on another flight very, very soon. More than likely tomorrow when I get bored. We'll hop on and do another one. But yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. Smile Castle, buddy. Thanks for coming along, moderating as usual. And Lucas, welcome along. Simulator 8, Wheel Eddie, everyone else came along as well. I will see you all in the live stream very, very soon. But for now, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the skies next time.